Alright, the final type of chi-square is if you wanted to compare two data sets that are not counting from a theory and that are also not counts that are equal. So in this example, we wanted to compare a slow flow river with a fast flow river, and we went out and we actually counted weeds, find out if there is a difference. So what we need to do first is calculate the totals. So we enter equals sum, highlight the two, close the bracket, and hit enter. So now we have the sum for this column. We can carry that equation across, and now we have the sum for all of the columns. But we also want to do the sum for the rows as well. So under here where it says total, so we're going to hit the equal sign, sum, close the bracket, hit enter, and then we want to carry the equation down. So now we have all of our data. Now we need to calculate the expected. Okay, so in order to calculate the expected, we're going to do an equal sign, okay, and we're going to do the column total. Here's the column total for choked, and we're going to multiply that, so we're going to do the multiplication sign. I forgot to put my bracket in. So bracket multiplied by the row total. So here's the row total. So we're in slow flow. We want to go to the row total for slow flow. Bracket. And we're going to divide that by the grand total, which is there. We're going to hit enter. Unfortunately, for this type of equation, we cannot move the equation through to the rest of the data points. We need to go through and do each one. Okay, so we have equals times we need to do the same thing for the fast flow. So we're going to put our equal sign in, bracket, our total for the column, times, now we're going to the fast flow, so we're going to click on that row total, divided by Alright, so we are done calculating our observed and our expected, but we need to go ahead and put in our totals just to double check and make sure that we did it correctly. The because if we did it correctly, then our totals down here are going to match the totals down here, and then our column totals will also match. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put the equal sign, sum, our data points, close bracket, and enter, and there we go. We have a 12. We're good. Drag the formula over, and we have the exact same total, so we know that our data was good. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Equal sign, sum, we're good. Drag the formula down, and we have the exact same data. So now we have our observed data, what we physically counted, and now we have our expected data. And we're going to go ahead and do the chi-square. So we're going to go equal chi-square test, or chi-test, and it's asking for the actual range. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight the slow flow and the fast flow, and we're going to compare that to the expected slow flow and fast flow. Close the bracket, and we get a 1%. Alright, so in this chi-square test, if the p-value, which is right here, 1%, is less than 5, then there is a significant difference between the two groups. If we have a p-value that is greater than 5%, then the two groups are not significant, and we would reject what our hypothesis